Bright Tuty. Every student matters.
Hello students, welcome back. So now we are going to learn about the next topic of the chapter playing with numbers. The topic is common factors and common multiples. So we will take some numbers in pairs and we will try to find out those factors. Let us take the number 4 and 18. Okay, if these are the two numbers, let us write down the factors of 4 first. So factors of 4. What will be the factors of 4? We know it will be 1, 2 and 4. Let's write the factors of 18. So factors of 18 are, if we start writing from 1, 2 is there, 3 is there, then 6 is there, 9 is there and 18 is there. So these are the factors of 18. Now if I talk about the common factors, out of all the factors, which are the factors that are common to both of them, we see 1 is there in both of them, 2 also is there in both of them. So if I say I have to find out the common factors of 4 and 18, the common factors are 1 and 2. So we write common factors of 4 and 18 are equal to 1 and 2. 1 will definitely be common. Okay. Now, let's talk about 4 and 15. Okay. So if I have the number as 4 and 15, what are the common factors of 4 and 15? Four factors are 1, 2 and 4 and 15 factors are 1, 3, 5 and 15. So these are the factors. Okay. Now is there any factor that is common? Yes, just one and not other than one. So the numbers, okay, if we have two numbers where only we have one as the common factor, such type of numbers are known as co-prime numbers. What do we call them? Co-prime numbers. So what is the definition then for co-primes? So I say 4 and 15 or the two numbers are co-primes if they have only one factor, that is 1 as a common factor, and do not have any other factor in common. Just one common factor, that is 1. Okay, if other than 1 there are no common factors, we call these numbers as co-prime numbers. Clear? Now can we find out the common factors of more than two numbers? Yes, obviously we can. Just see, if I take the numbers as 4, 12 and 16, I have taken a triplet. There are three numbers. Now if I have to find out the common factors means the factors which will be there in all three of them. Factors of 4 are 1, 2 and 4. Factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3. Then we have 4. 4. After that we can write down 6 and 12. Okay. So these are the factors of, I say 12 we have. Then 16, if I write 16 factors are 1, 2, then 4, 8 and 16. So these are the factors of 16. What are the common factors? 1, 2, 1, 2, 4 is also the common one. So you see the common factors are 1, 2 and 4. These are 3. There are 3 common factors in these. Clear? So now we can take up any pair or any triplets of number and we can find out the common factors. What about the multiples? Okay, so we'll discuss about common multiples. Common factors is clear to us now. Okay, what about common multiples? Let us talk about 4 and 6. Okay, let's write down some multiples of 4. So multiples of 4, again if we see, 4 multiples are 4, then 8, 12, 16, 20, 24 and we can write few more after it. Similarly for 6, if I write it is 6, 12, 18, 24 and so on if we see. So if you see the common multiples are, I see the first one is 12, that is there in both of them. After 12, if we see, it is 24, that is there in both of them. Okay, 12 is there, 24 is there. You know, if we in the multiples of 4 we'll get 36 also, and here also we'll get 36. So 36 will be common. So are they finite? No, we can have many multiples. We keep increasing the number. Okay, we keep writing the greater numbers which are multiple of 4 and 6 and keep taking out common. So yes, this way we can find out the common multiples. So I hope the concept of common multiples and common factor is now clear. So what do we do actually? In common factors, we write down all the factors and pick up the factors which are there in both of the number factors. Similarly, for multiples, we write down the multiples and pick up the common multiple or the common numbers that are a part of multiple of 4 and 6. Right? Okay. So now let's write some common multiple of, let's take three numbers. Okay. If I take three numbers, let us take the numbers as 3, 5 and 6. The multiples of 3 would be 3, 6, 9. If I write the multiples of 3, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, then 30, like this. Okay. Multiples of 5 will be 5, 10, 15, 20, then 25, then 30, 35, then 40, like this. Okay. If I write 6 multiples, so we can definitely write in the similar way. 6 is there. So the first multiple of 6 would be 6. Then it is 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, and they keep, there is no end to the multiples, right? There are infinite multiples. So if I ask about the common multiples of 3, 5 and 6, all three of them, so let's see which is the first number that is repeated in all three of them. Okay, so if we compare, 3 is there which is not in others, then 6 not in 5, 9 then you see is not there, 12 if we see that will not come in the table of 5 or as a multiple of 5, 18 will also not be there, 21 is not there, 24. So I see the first number that is there in all. 30 I can see here, 30 I can see here, and 30 I can see here. So 30 is the first common multiple. Okay. After 30, here we will have, after 30, the next number that will be common is 60. Okay, if you keep writing the numbers, so the common multiples will be 30, 60, 90, and so on, like that. So this way you find out the common multiples. Okay, now we will learn in the same chapter the least common multiple. Least common multiple means the number which is least but common. Out of the all common number, what is the least number which is common? Like here we started with 30, so 30 is the least common multiple. Okay, least common multiple, that is also known as LCM. So we are going to discuss definitely HCF and LCM later on in the chapter. Now we have some more properties or some more divisibility rules. Before discussing them, let us discuss some questions. So the first question that I am going to discuss is, you have to find common factors. So we have to find common factors of 75, 60 and 210. So these are the three numbers. Let's try finding out the common factors. Proceeding with the solution, let us first write the factors of 75. Okay, so factors of 75 we are going to write first. What will be the factors of 75? So the factors of 75 will start from 1, then 3, then 5, 15, 25. We can easily find the factors. Now we have discussed how do we find it. So basically, if I revise that concept, we start with 1 and 75. 2 will not give us 75. 3 will give us 3 multiplied with 25. So how do we get the another one? You divide 75 with 3. So you get 25. Okay. So 3 into 25 is 75. With 4 we do not get, 5 we get as 15. 15 into 5 is 75. And after 5 we see the number is 15 only, which gives me 75 and no other number. So I have to stop here. So 1, 3, 5, 15, 25 and 75. These are the factors of 75. So this way we can calculate the factors of 60 as well as of 210. So factors of 60, how can I write? 1, 2 is a factor of it, 3 is also a factor of it, 4 is also a factor, 5 is also a factor, 6 is also a factor. After 6 we have 10, which is a factor, then we have 12, then we have 15, then we have 30, and at last we would have 60. So these are all the factors of 60. Let's try writing the factors of 210. So for 210, we will have the factor as 1, 2, 3. Then we will have 5. 6 will also divide it. 7 will exactly divide 210. Then after 7, we have 10. Then 14. Then 15 also will divide it. Okay, and after 15 we can think about up to 20. We do not have any number. 21 is the number which will then divide 210. So after 15 we have 20. So after 15 we have 21. After 21 we have 30, 35, 42, 70, 105 and 210. So these are all the factors of 210 that we have written: 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 10, 14, 15, 21, 30, 35, 42. These are all the factors of 210. Now students, we have written all the factors of all of the three numbers. How do we take out the common thing? Let's see. 1 is common. 1 is a factor of every number that we know. So the common factor is 1. Then if I write 3, see 3 is there in all. Yes, so 3 is a common factor. 5 is a common factor. Yes, 5 is there in all three. 5 is there in the first one. Then if you see the second, it is there in second. It is here, and in the third one also. So 5 is also a factor. And then the last one that I can see is 15. Okay, 15 is here as well, and 15 is here as well. 15 is also common. After 15, we do not have, like, 25 is not common in all three. 75 is not common. Okay, so yes, we are done with that. So the common factors are 1, 3, 5 and 15. So we can mention common factors equals, what are the common factors? 1, 3, 5, 15. These are the common factors of 75, 65 and 210. So this way we usually solve the questions. Let's practice one more so that we are more clear about it. So we'll do now for common multiples. So students, now we will find out common multiples of the three numbers. Those numbers are 3, 4 and 9. So what is one way of doing it? That we write the multiples of 3. That would be 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, okay, 36 and so on. There are infinite multiples. You can similarly write multiples of 4 and 9 as well. So multiples of 4 would be 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36 and there will be many more. Similarly for 9 you can write 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, then we have 54 and so on. So there are infinite multiples for each number, and common multiples will also be infinite because this is never ending. So the first multiple that you see common is 9 is not there in all. Then we see 18 is not there in all. 27 is also not in 4 but in 3. 36 is there here as well as here and as well as here. So 36 is the first common multiple. That means the least common multiple is 36 here. So we will start with 36 and then you have to just write the multiples of 36, because now after this 36 the next number would be 72 if you see. Okay, when you will write more multiples and try finding out some common multiples, then the next number that will be common is 72. Clear? Then after 72 we will have 36 into 3, that is 108 and so on. So here we see 36 is common in all three of them. Okay, if 36 is common in all three of them, you can multiply 36 with 1, 36 with 2, 36 with 3 and 36 with 4 and so on. So you will get these answers like 36, then 72, then we will get 108. Okay, when you multiply 36 with 4, 6 are 24, 4 3s are 12 and 2. So like this. you will be getting the answer 36, 72, 108, 144. So students, these are the multiples. So when you find common multiples, it is always good to find the first common multiple. Okay, that is also named as least common multiple, and then you find the multiples of that particular number. Those will be the common multiples for us.